Welcome back. Social media outlets have become a popular way for people to stay in touch with friends and family. But our next guest says that terrorist groups are using the form of networking as a way to further their causes. Now he and fellow congressmen say it's time for the FBI to take action and ensure that websites like Twitter don't become another tool for the terrorists. Joining us now is Texas Congressman Ted Poe, who's leading the charge on this. Congressman, nice to see you this morning.
Good morning, Clayton.
I want to educate our audience as to, this is all new to me as well, these different terrorist organizations who have a lot of Twitter followers. We'll put this up on our screen. This blew me away. The Hezbollah has 27,300 Twitter followers. Hamas, 17,000 Twitter followers. Al-Shabaab, 16,000 Twitter followers. How in the world is this able to happen?
It happens because they use Twitter, and Twitter allows that to occur. And in all fairness to Twitter, no one has asked them to take down these sites that these terrorist organizations use. That's the purpose of the letter asking the FBI to request of Twitter that we not allow these terrorist organizations that preach not just hate, but immediate violence against Americans and others throughout the world, take down these sites, because that's how they communicate with other criminals in their organization. Constitutionally, they're not allowed to do that, and so we just want these sites taken down.
Do you believe that the FBI is not doing anything on this? Is this sort of the rub from Congress, that the FBI is not looking at these Twitter accounts and monitoring it? Is that the answer you want from the FBI?
Well, I'm not sure what the FBI is doing. I suspect they probably are monitoring the accounts. I would suspect they're doing that. But we want the accounts to be taken down because they communicate with other terrorists and promote immediate violence against Americans and other people throughout the world. So they don't have these groups don't have the right to use an American company to promote terrorism throughout the world. And that's why we have requested that they not be allowed to use these Twitter accounts.
Right. We've reached out to, Fox News has reached out to the FBI for a statement. We have not heard back yet from the FBI on that. You know, let me play devil's advocate here, Congressman. Wouldn't it be perhaps more beneficial to have these Twitter accounts out there because we could monitor them? We could see who's following the account of Hamas, trace it back, find the linkages that way. Is this not another opportunity for us to maybe educate ourselves about maybe homegrown terrorist cells living within the United States and other places?
Sure, that is a way to follow what they are doing. But then you reach a point whether we can still keep up with these organizations, which I think we have the intelligence capability to do so, or to allow them to continue to recruit other members, recruit violence throughout the world. So it's a trade-off. You have to make up your mind whether or not you want the information or you want really not to allow them to promote terrorism throughout the United States. I think we can keep up with these groups. We are capable of doing that. We have great intelligence services, but they shouldn't be allowed to recruit on the Internet to commit murder against the United States, Americans, or violence.
And you have actually met with Twitter. You met with the folks from Twitter. And what did they tell you?
Well, they will probably, if they were requested by the FBI to take down the accounts, they will probably, just like YouTube and Facebook has done in the past. So they're really waiting for a request from the FBI. Several of us have written Director Mueller a letter asking him to take down these accounts, or at least explain why they have not requested it. So we've asked the FBI to weigh in on this so that we can get some response and figure out what the best way to handle this advertising of terrorism.
Yeah. I mean, it is bizarre to me to think about the types of things that people tweet, like, oh, I'm having a sandwich for lunch, and to think that Hamas has a Twitter account with 140 characters to tell us what in the world they're doing. Unbelievable to me.